Very good morning to one and all.
Morning, madam.
Yeah, morning. So before continuing the session, I would like to say my gratitude to the ANJANA sir, Naveen sir, and the management of the MIPER, Dr. Satish sir and Stella ma'am, so for providing me this opportunity. And with this opportunity, I just wanted to explore the various opportunities available in the entrepreneurship. So based on our innovation ideas. So can I share the screen or will you share the screen? Yes, before starting this session, what is the main motto of introducing this topic is Ministry of Education, they wanted the students to be entrepreneurs in future instead of seeking for the job. So with this main motto, our government of India, they started awareness programs towards innovations, inventions, and entrepreneurship programs, so that whatever the youth today are there, they are going to give the employment to the many number of people than seeking for the employment. So with this main motto, they wanted to go for the starting up, and at the same time, they wanted to give the awareness in the youth. Yes, sir, please share the screen. So please click on the PPT, sir. So the main motto of introducing this one is like to create the awareness in inventions, innovations, and entrepreneurship. So before going into the session, so many of them will be having the thinking that whatever the new thing we are getting, that can be coming under invention, or whatever the new idea we are developing, that may be considered as please participants unmute your mic, mute your mics. So please share the PPT, sir.
Already we have shared the PPT.
Your share, sir.
It is already on our screen, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay. So before going into the session, we'll go with the first slide. What is innovation? Innovation, many of us will be thinking that whatever the idea we are generating, that may be considered as innovation or invention. So there is a lot of difference between invention and innovation. So invention is the one which you are finding of a new thing which is not existing so far. Okay, so whatever is not existing so far, that is considered as an invention. And whatever the today's title is the innovation. Innovation is the one, here is a definition, meaning of the innovation, which can be defined as a process that involves multiple activities to uncover new ways to do things. Means whatever the existing thing is there, for that existing thing, whatever the lacunas are present, for that lacunas, we are going to avoid these lacunas by means of your innovative ideas. So thereby we can able to achieve the something good to the society, and we can able to get best out of that. For example, nowadays whatever the mobile phones we are using, whatever the webinars, these sessions, all these are tools which have been obtained from the invention. So from the invention, whatever the thing is there, from that, to prevent the drawbacks, lacunas, we are going to create a new things that is considered as an innovation. So for the innovation, we are having some sort of activities. One is the inspiration, development, process, idea, creativity, vision, and growth. So with all this combination of various things only, we can able to create an innovation, and that innovation can be helpful for development of new ideas, and also at the same time we could able to achieve something novelty in the society. So coming to the next slide, what is innovation and why it is important in our whatever the career we are carrying out. So innovation is a multi-stage process whereby organizations transforms ideas into new or improved products, service or process in order to advance, compete, and differentiate themselves in their market. So here is an example is given here for the what is innovation and why this is important in the market, present market. You see, there are so many products are available in the market. So here is the picture you can find here. This is one of the tool created by one of the student. He's an engineer student, has developed a tool which can help the laborers or the workers who are carrying out the weightlifting and for providing the services to the society. So in that case, they have got a new idea, novel idea to reduce the burden on these laborers. They have created this tool which is helping for preventing the pain or whatever the burden is there that can be reduced by means of this tool. So like this, various types of innovations can be created. It is not related to engineering, or it is not related to the pharmacy, or it is not related to any particular subject. Research, innovation, invention, it can be carried out in whatever the areas you are. So nowadays we are finding that many of the people are working without having the education background also, and they are creating a novel things, new ideas, right? So these innovations, various types of innovations are there. In that various types of innovation, coming to the next slide, there are totally 9 types of innovations are there. So one is the process related. So implementation of a new significantly improved product or delivery method. So one of the method is like, so nowadays whatever we are finding, for example, like delivery method. So in the olden days, if we wanted to get something, we have to go to the shop and we have to purchase that particular product. Nowadays, by sitting at home itself, we can able to get delivered any type of product, right? So that product delivery is carried out by means of the apps. It is also considered as an innovation. And the same way, service. Introduction to the new or significantly improved service that generates customers value. So majorly like based on the customer need only, we have to. So just a minute, sir, please, the slides are not visible, it seems. Screen is not visible like that. I'm getting the message. Sir, otherwise I'll share the slides. Please close the slides. I'll share the slides. Sir, are you there? Excuse me, sir. So please give the host permission for screen sharing.
Madam,
Sir, I'll share the screen. Please give me the permission.
అయ్యమ్మా కొంచెం శ్రీలక్ష్మి మేడం ఇచ్చినావా?
ma'am.
అవునా?
Hello, ma'am. Do you hear me? Hello, ma'am. Do you hear me, ma'am?
అయ్యో, బాగున్నావా? ఏం చేస్తున్నావు? అవునా? ఓకే, నైస్. అంటే రెగ్యులర్ ఐ మీన్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి డైలీ సర్వీస్ వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమేనా? ఓకే ఓకే, నైస్. ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్. లెటర్ ఇచ్చావా అపాయింట్మెంట్ లెటర్? ఇచ్చేస్తారా? ఓకే, నైస్. బాగా చేయి. వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమా? అవునా? నైస్ టు సీ యు. ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్.
Can you able to find my slides now?
Yes, madam. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
madam.
Thank you. Thank you. So as per the innovations, whatever we are discussing, there are total 9 types of innovations are there. So in this first one is the process innovation. So that is implementation of newly and significantly improved production or delivery method. So whatever the existing production methods are there, by means of innovative ideas, we can able to deliver or produce a novel type of machines which can able to produce the production rate at highly with less amount of time. At high rate of production can be carried out with less amount of time, and at the same time delivery method, nowadays we are finding the various apps which can able to help us for delivering the products by sitting at the home. So that is one of the innovation which is available now. Next, second is the service introduction of a new or significantly improved service that generates new customer value. So whatever the customer requirement is there, based on the customer requirement, if you can able to try to solve those problems, that ideas can also be converted as a innovation for your work. Next is the business model. So whatever the work will be carrying out at the end of the day, we have to convert it to the business model, then only it will be working out. Right. So the business model, new ways in which an organization creates, delivers, and captures the value will be considered as a business model. So where like whatever the requirement, so like suppose some of them require the any type of material to be carried out. Some people require the any type of new things can be done based on the requirement of the customer. If you can able to design the product or innovation that gives a better market value. So at the end of the day, the entrepreneur or the business will be based on the whatever the employment or whatever the innovative thing you are going to give them. Next is the disruptive model, where innovations that displace the established companies or industries. So like nowadays we are finding, in the olden days we are having only few companies. Nowadays if you see, the same product is coming with the various types of companies. For example, you take an example of a car. In the olden days, only the ambassador car is the model. But nowadays, if you find there are so many companies which are producing the, by understanding the lacunas which are present in that car, they have developed the various types of cars, and those are existing in the market. Okay. Next is the breakthrough, that is innovation that generate a paradigm shift in technology or science. For example, a transistor. So whatever the already, like in the olden days, we are not even having a communication thing properly. But nowadays, if you see, there is a communication has been increased. In the olden days, if you wanted to send the information to your relatives, so we need to send a postcard. Later on, we got this telephones, landline phone. Then later on, we got the cell phones, and nowadays smartphones. So with all these technologies, nowadays we could able to achieve the better amount of the resolution. And organization is also one of the type of innovation, new ways in which people manage and share the resources. So nowadays, one more type of innovation is the sharing the resources. The human resources is become a high type of business now, like where there are creating the consultancies and they are providing the services. Right. Next is the jobs the customer is trying to get done are used as input in the innovation process of outcome driven. Means based on the whatever the customer requirements are there, the customer requirements, if you can able to fulfill, that will be your product will be considered as a best in that market. For example, if you see nowadays we are having the various types of networks. In that various networks like BSNL will be having one of the network, then Geo, like that various networks are available. So out of this, at the end of the day, you are like that various customer based networks are available. So the people who will be providing a best network at less cost will be considered as a best innovation for the particular market. Next, the type of the innovation is the incremental, where small continuous improvement to existing products, services, and process will be considered as a incremental type of innovation. Means here we doesn't need to go with the risk, high amount of risk will be less here in the incremental type of innovation. If the incremental innovation gives you a best result, then that will be helping for providing a continuous supply of the goods will be taken. Next, coming to the product type of innovation. So introduction of a new or significantly improved products that generates new customer values. Whatever the customer requirement is there, nowadays we see that in the market, whatever the products are available compared to the innovations, and we can convert that into a career opportunity also. So coming to the next step, what are the necessary steps to carry out the innovation process? So whenever we wanted to carry out a process, we need to find out what are the main steps involved in that. One is the untangible research. So whenever we wanted to carry out a research, there should not be any type of interruption, and the person should have the more amount of patience to carry out the research. And whatever the research you have carried out, that should be carried out in the investigation. Means doing the thing is okay, but identifying the thing, whatever the process is occurring in that research, will be helping us for finding up the better value. Define your challenge. So what are the main hurdles are there for your project or for your work? That will be, first you have to understand that, then only based on that we can able to generate the ideas and we can test it and make it happen. So whatever the ideas you have carried out with the research, that can be converted into an innovation product. For example, you have created a research for right. One of the example is whenever there is a market, there is a for example, a pharmaceutical company is there. They have prepared a product. That product is unable to that is like a tablet. A product is a tablet. Okay, so they prepared the tablet. This tablet is having the very hard. It is unable to disintegrate. If the particular product is released into the market, they will be finding a great difficult thing for the survival in the market. The company will find the difficulty in surviving in the market. So for this sake, the company need to transform the product into a novel type, and then only it can be released. Otherwise, there will be loss for the company, and the company need to get close. So in this case, what kind of innovation can be possible? So this innovation idea, whatever the thing can be possible, we can think what is the problem here? The challenge is the disintegration. So if disintegration is not possible, then what we can do for the tablet in the form of we can convert into a powder form, and that can be converted into a ready-made dissolution powder, and in that way that can be converted. So which can able to help the customer also, and both the company also will not be undergoing into the loss condition. So this is the way we have to create a innovation from the whatever the present ideas are there. Next, coming to how to innovate, we have to go for some of the tips. One is be ready to invest in research and development. Obviously, whenever we wanted to carry out the research or innovation, it may not be giving you always a positive thing. Sometimes we'll be getting the negative result also. So based on this negative result also, we should able to be get ready for the loss also. Second is observe the customers and ask them for ideas. So whatever the product you have given, don't force the customers like make this is a good one like that. So we have to understand them whether it is a good thing or not. So then only that can be converted into a good product. So use of difficulties and complaints as a starting point for your innovation. So you can use your product that can help us for defining the problems, whatever the problem is there, that can be rectifying. So then only the product can be survived in the market. Next, identify the competition and researchers who are available for your innovation. So that is also one of the things. Next, ask your staff for the ideas. So the people who are working with you, don't treat them as your laborers, just ask them the ideas with them, like how this can be helpful, so that they will also feel happy, and this will be helping the entrepreneur to be converted into a leader form. Don't just create innovation and stand out there. So whatever you have created, you don't think that is only the ultimate one. You have to convert that into even more better way. That is the main thing. So these are some of the innovative tips which will be helping for the entrepreneur to get survival in the market. And this is one of our innovation which we have launched in the market. So actually we have got the patent for the formula which is for the psoriasis. It is a cream we have prepared first. So out of that cream, we have identified some of the problems or lacunas which will be causing the formulation development. The cost has been increased a lot, and we are finding the more amount of wastage of the product also. So in that case, we have changed that formulation into a nano emulsion, and that has been converted into a oil form, which is helpful for treating psoriasis. So which is identified as one of the best one for treating the skin allergies, psoriasis, inflammation, for all these problems. Okay. So this is one of our invention. So before saying I should follow, right? So because of that, whatever we have created, I just displayed it. So these are the 5 benefits. Just a minute. Yeah, these are the 5 benefits which can able to helpful for the innovation in the business. So one is the increase of productivity. So one is the increase of productivity. The slide will be like 100% editable, adapted to your needs and capture your audience attention. So based on your product, if it is not causing the pollution, then your product will be very helpful for all the customers. Next, beat the competitors. First, identify who are the competitor for your product. So based on that competitor's product, make your product to be best than compared to their product. So in that way, we can able to convert our product into a best way. Next is a reduce cost. Obviously, when the production, if you reduce the cost, we can able to give the customers also at less amount of cost. So this will be benefiting both the customers and also the manufacturers. So which will be helping for better penetration into the market. Improved brand recognition. So this side will be like brand recognition will be, one is as nowadays we are finding by means of advertisement and all. Apart from this advertisement and all, we can able to create the brand recognition by means of the customer's mouth. Like customer's mouth itself will be, if they like your product, obviously they will be recommending your product to the somebody else also. So in that way, your brand recognition will be created. And increase turnover. So obviously, when an entrepreneur will are starting, it will not be within one day, it will not grow into a huge amount of money, but we have to start investing slowly, and thereby it will be converting into a useful turnover. So then let's come to the entrepreneur. So the word entrepreneur is derived from the French word entreprendre, which means to undertake in the early 16th. Please unmute your mics. Please mute your mics, audience. The word entrepreneur is derived from the French word entreprendre, which makes to undertake in the early 16th century. The Frenchman who organized the lead military expedition referred as an entrepreneur. So he is the person who has found the word as an entrepreneur. So this is nothing but converting the innovations, whatever the innovations are available, that should be released into the market. If you wanted to release into the market, then obviously we have to be an entrepreneur. So always, they cannot be like always the entrepreneurship cannot be carried out with the one hand only. They requires the lot of hands. Then only it can be converted into a best entrepreneurship. So coming to the best entrepreneurship development process, it is the process of identifying the opportunities in the marketplace and arranging the required sources to exploit the opportunities for long-term gains. So if you wanted to get the benefit of your market, suppose like you got some innovation, that innovation can be converted into a market. So that can be carried out by means of the entrepreneurship. So it is creating wealth by bringing together resources in new ways to start and operate an enterprise. It is a process of planning, organizing, operating, and assuming the risk of business venture. And it is the ability to take risk independently to make more earnings in the market-oriented economy. So entrepreneurship development is just always, it will not be just starting the thing. Whatever we have started, that should be continued. The process of that continuation process, it should be sustained in the market for a long time in the business venture. And also there should be like independently the market economy, it should be sustained. Then only the entrepreneurship will be considered as a in the development stage. So before getting into the entrepreneurship, we need to have the some of the planning. So this planning requires, one is the career planning. So how do you want it to get into the entrepreneurship? See, whatever the money you're having, you just can't able to invest everything in the entrepreneurship. We just need to think of slowly investment, because we don't know what will be the future aspect. So the career planning is very important. So in whatever the side, we have to be in the balanced state. Identify your skills. So in which area your benefit, you are good. You have to identify that. Then based on that only, we have to start we have to start the entrepreneurship. Then research career options. So whatever the research things are present, means once if we have identified a product which you have developed, that you cannot able to say that that is a complete entrepreneurship. So always entrepreneurship means there should be complete research required. For example, a TV is there. A TV in the olden days, we used to have a one box type. And later on, the research has given the, nowadays we are getting a TV which is just a glass, right? So those kind of research things will be helping for creating a good product. For example, in the same way, one of the example we have discussed before, car ambassador. So this ambassador, there is no research has been carried out. There is no research has been carried out. So because of that, that company has been closed no so far. In the same way, link your major and your career. So whatever the good opportunities are available, so link up those things along with your career opportunities so that both the can be sustained. Know your value. So always we should not feel that, yes, I became an entrepreneur, so I don't require the anybody help. We should not be in such a way that always we have to be like cooperative. So then only your growth will be there, and along with your growth, other can also be grown. Learn about yourself. So whatever you know, till whatever extent you could able to give, so those ideas can be learned from you. So what are the characteristics of an entrepreneur? So one is the calculated risk taker. So they have to identify what is the risk in the business they are going to start. They should be an innovator. So what if the risk comes, how that can be converted? For example, whatever the example I have discussed, a product, a tablet is. Participants, please mute your mics. The calculated risk taker, innovator, the person should be innovator. Then only they can able to understand the entrepreneur's concept. Means always they should not say that whatever the product they have developed, that is the best one. Always in the market, there will be releasing of novel products related to that. But still your product need to be sustained in the market, means you have to be always innovator to continue in changing the design or in changing the product value in that way. Organizer, they should organize, the particular entrepreneur should have the organizing capacity, means they have to maintain which person can able to carry out which kind of job, right? So based on that, job role requirement can be given, and then only the particular entrepreneur can be in the success. So they should have the creativity, achievement motivated, means once only they cannot able to go for the achievement process, they have to continuously get the achievements. Just they should not leave that. Next, technically competent, they have to be technically in the competition mode, and self-confident. Social responsibility is also one of the important character for the entrepreneur. So they have to be optimistic, equipped with the capability to drive, blessed with mental ability. So they should have the mental stability is the main thing, because always in the entrepreneur, there'll be like up and downs will be there in the business. So in that case, they should not get disturbed with the mental ability. At the same time, human relations ability is also important. the persons who are working with you under your entrepreneur, their relationship also you have to be mind. And communication ability, they should have the good communication property. So what they wanted, they have to give the information properly. Because of this communication, improper communication only will be finding the loss of business many times. And decision making, a right time taking a proper decision will help the entrepreneurship in the success manner. Business planning, so whenever we plan, means if you wanted to grow the business at a once, we cannot able to grow. So first we have to start releasing the product in the market. So whether it is giving you a positive reply, then you start increasing the particular product production. Otherwise, without knowing the value in the product in the market, if you are produce lot of quantity, then if it is not sold, then it will be a loss to the entrepreneur. So when you're capitalist, so the person should have the particular amount, means always we require the capitalistic process is also important. Visionary, so they should have the proper vision. Entrepreneur makes significant difference, so they should able to have the significant difference making property. Next, ability to spot and exploit the opportunities, so they should able to identify the opportunities, whatever the opportunities are available, and they should have the courage to face the adversities. So they have to they should have the like ability, any type of situation they should able to face. Leadership is one of the main important character particular entrepreneur requires. It is the essential trait of the entrepreneur. So before starting, they should have this leadership qualities, then only the particular entrepreneur will be succeeded. And here is the picture of the entrepreneur's mindset. So it is like entrepreneurship means it is not a simple thing. It is like walking on a rope. So if you are not balancing that rope, you'll be falling, because in the market we are finding the lot of competitions will be there. So out of all that competition, if your entrepreneurship should be succeeded, then you should have the balancing property. Balancing mindset is mainly important. So entrepreneurship is more than the mere creation of business, requires seeking the opportunities. So at the same time, we need to find out what are the various other opportunities are available. Taking the risk beyond the security. That is like risk acceptance is also one of the important point. Having the tenacity to push an idea throughout the reality. So whatever the idea is there, with that we are going to push out that particular idea, thereby the particular entrepreneurship can be developed. And these are the innovations and inventions turned into entrepreneurship in the form of 3 herbals. So we just started one of the enterprise. It's a small startup only in the startup stage. Just created some of our ideas into a formulation without the chemicals is one of our main motto. So like this, we have created some of the products. So these products thing we'll be discussing in a separate session. And this is our patent, which is related to the product. And this is the other marketed innovations which are present in the market in the form of startup. So in the olden days, we are having a refrigerator. Without a refrigerator nowadays, we are not having any house also, right? So that refrigerator requires the power consumption and all. So in the market nowadays, we are finding one of the refrigerator which is considered as a mitti cool clay, means which is made with the clay. So this clay related refrigerator will make the things in the natural way, fresh form it will be maintaining. It does not require any type of electricity. It will be running with the just amount of a small design. It will be giving you a good kind of quality. And it is very easy to use, also requires less space. So this type of one of the innovation requires less amount of investment also. Right? So this is one of the innovation which is presently available in the market as a entrepreneurship. And this is one of the stove, solar stove. So in the olden days, solar stove means they have to keep the everything in under the sun and they have to prepare that. So that is the solar stove. But now that solar stove has been converted into another innovation. That is, this plate will be only displayed outside wherever the sunrays are falling. Those will be connected to this inverter, where it will be the whatever the power is generated, that will be stored inside the inverter, and that is connected to the stove, which will be causing the cooking of the particular food materials also. So this is one of the innovation converted, like whatever the invention is there, that has identified the lacunas in that invention, and they have created this innovation out of that. So main thing, as many of the delegates or participants are from the pharmacy field, we just thought of giving some of the ideas. So majorly you can able to concentrate on some of the research innovative things like telehealth, providing the healthcare remotely by means of the telecommunication technology. So second is precision medicine. Methodologies available. Today, 3D printing, artificial. Can you find the slides?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So the telehealth, precision medicine, and 3D printing. Nowadays, one more innovative technology available in the market is the 3D printing. So which will be causing the physical objects from three-dimensional digital model. So by means of using this 3D technology, nowadays we are finding the many types of things can be printed by using the live cells. Next is the artificial intelligence. So the students can able to take, this is also one of the evolving field, artificial intelligence. So the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks normally require human intelligence. So as we see that by means of using the artificial intelligence, we can also create the various types of wonders where there are many number of people need to work. By means of using the artificial intelligence, we can create with less amount of time. So these are the various research plans which are available, like the people, the students can able to take, and healthcare app designing process. So the service mobile app allows the patient to take the access to online appointment scheduling, electronic health records, and patient doctor communication on the go. So the pharmacy students are pharmacy practice related. So they can able to plan up this one healthcare app designing process, which is one of the important sector now. They can able to carry out the innovations in this. So some of the examples are like this. Next, the list of the 10 innovation trends in the pharmaceutical industry. So one is the prevention over treatment by means of treating medical devices, reverse innovation, crowdsourcing the solution. Means nowadays we are finding these are the main challenges. Nanotechnology, which is very helpful for producing the main absorption. Personalized medicine and customization process. 3D printing, artificial intelligence, body sensors, telehealth and medical apps, drug dealing robotics, medical vending machine. So all these are the various innovation trends which are present in the pharmaceutical industry. So all the pharmacy students can able to take over the innovations related to these topics, which will be helpful for many of us. And finally, cannot solve a problem by using the same kind of thinking. So everybody cannot have the same kind of thinking. With your own kind of thinking, we can able to create the innovations. So with this session, I just wanted to say thank you for providing me this opportunity, the MIPER management. And I would like to say thanks to our management and principal sir for supporting us in all these kind of innovation activities. Sir, are you any queries related to this, the participants?
No, madam.
No queries. Yes, sir, so shall we wind up this? So I hope the session is useful for all the participants. At least you could able to think something which is useful to create some innovation in the society, which is useful for the society. So thereby, this will be helping us for creating a novelty. So I thank the MIPER management for providing me this opportunity. Thank you, sir. Chansha, sir, are you there? Okay, thank you.